Change Lives for Good with your host, Greg Kepferle.
Imagine having someone you love struggling with dementia or a physical disability and being homebound. And imagine yourself being very stressed, trying to get to work, trying to care for your loved one, and trying to find some time for yourself. What do? How do you get some help? And now imagine that someone has stepped into your life and the life of your loved one that can relieve that burden, that can change your life and change the life of your loved one. Hello, I'm Greg Kepferle, CEO of Catholic Charities of Santa Clara County, and your host for Change Lives for Good. Today we're going to be talking about Daybreak Cares, Catholic Charities adult daycare and in-home care services. And to start this conversation, with me right now are Tatiana Colon, Senior Director, Older Adult Services, and Jennifer Hitchcock, Marketing and Outreach Director for Daybreak Cares in-home care. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So Tatiana, tell me, what is Daybreak Cares?
So Daybreak Cares is a social enterprise for Catholic Charities. We have, with that, it's an in-home care program, which provides companion care. It provides homemaking care, which are services such as cleaning the home, cooking, and personal care, which are services, anything from incontinence care to bathing, grooming, and things of that sort. And we also have our daycare services, adult daycare services, that are for persons with disabilities and also for older adults with dementia and Alzheimer's and things of that sort, which you will be talking about later.
Okay, great. So, social enterprise, you mentioned Daybreak Cares as a Catholic charity social enterprise. So what do you mean when you say a social enterprise?
So what that means is that Catholic Charities has taken it upon ourselves to develop a program that is meant to employ other clients of Catholic Charities. So what we do is that we go ahead and provide a training for them through a partnership that we have with Foothill College, where they become geriatric home aides, and then we employ them through our social enterprises, which are Daybreak Home Care and Daybreak Daycare. And so our goal is to be able to help folks get out of poverty and lift them out of poverty. And so we employ them to be able to have a living wage and training in the health field.
Oh, that's terrific. So it seems like you have a model that helps both someone who's struggling with dementia or physical disability in their home and they need a caregiver, and at the same time you're also helping a client who needs a job get a job and helps them make ends meet. That's a great model.
We certainly think so.
So with this model, you've got a way to reach clients that you've got to do some outreach and marketing. So Jennifer, how do people find out about Catholic Charities Daybreak Cares?
Well, I go out to the community and I educate people on the program. I visit hospital settings, I visit skilled facilities, I visit the local parishes, physicians, senior centers, just pretty much educating people on the services that we provide, which is the Daybreak Home Care Program and the Adult Day Centers.
So why would people choose Catholic Charities to come to us? What do we offer them?
Well, first of all, we're part of the Catholic community, which people are drawn to that. We've been around for 60 years, so there's a reputation that stands behind that, and a standard of expertise, and so that's one unique thing. The other thing is that we, what you were saying earlier, is we actually utilize the program in order to provide jobs for people. The training program that we have is unique to the services that we do. We've tailored our caregiving course to meet the needs that we want in the home. So our caregivers are trained specifically to meet the needs of the clients in the home, and we know exactly what we're putting in the home.
Right. So with that training course, I mean, this is really unique in the home care field. So tell me a little bit about how we got this course developed and what's included in the course.
Absolutely. So our course, it has anything from, it's 104 hours for the certification. Like I said, it's a geriatric homemade course, so we do training from anything from nutrition, helping our students learn mobility. We do a vast amount of different things that we teach them in the course. And then we also, additionally to the course, we do a 50-hour practicum. So the course provides sort of the theory-based information, and then the practicum, we do 40 hours with our daybreak daycare program, and then 10 hours with home care. So after the 104 hours with the course and the 50 hours of the practicum, we can expect our newly hired staff to really be prepared to come on board with home care.
So that's a huge advantage for
Yes.
a family member seeking someone to care for their loved one, that they know this person is really well trained. They're trained as a geriatric aide. They know first aid, they know CPR, they know how to lift and move, how to do the personal care.
Absolutely.
The other thing that I found in talking with some of our employees who used to be our clients is just how loving and caring they are. I mean, so they're both professionals, but they also have this sense of compassion and create friendships with our clients.
And that's the intention. We want our caregivers to develop a bond with the clients, and we screen for that. And when we're looking at people to place in the homes, we're looking for people that have a strong commitment and a passion for what they're doing. You're working in an environment that is somebody's home and their safety net, and so that's really important to be able to provide them with somebody they can trust and they can develop something with. Especially when you're dealing with people who are declining in certain situations. It could be mobility restrictions, it could be personal care restrictions, and if they have a bond with somebody, then they're more apt to being able to trust somebody and actually to allow them to assist them. So that's really important for us.
Yeah. So with this, what's your hope? Where do you want to take the Daybreak Care's in-home care program? What's the possibility here?
Well, we're really excited about a couple of things that are happening. One, because our ultimate goal is to be able to help our staff lift out of poverty. Our first step is the geriatric home care course, but we're really looking to see how we can help them advance in the medical field, in the healthcare field. So we're working with Foothill College and looking at the possibility of providing a certified nursing assistant course, and maybe even taking that all the way up to becoming an RN. And as far as our home care services, we're actually looking at the possibility of making it a medical model to become a home health program, where we have actual RNs that visit the home and help our clients feel good at home and be able to receive their medical care while still in the home.
Mm-hmm. So the other part of this that is really exciting to me about our helping people move out of poverty is the fact that we pay a living wage.
Yes.
And that this is for many of the workers, this may be their first job, this may be a first way back into the workforce. Some of the clients may be refugees. What are you seeing there?
Well, one of the things that's really unique about us is that we've had the ability, luckily, to provide not only full-time positions for our staff, but also benefited positions for our staff. And I'll have to say that it's been a really nice experience to be able to hire staff and show them and give them this opportunity to have benefits. And actually, it's the first time we have some of our staff that it's the first time they've ever had benefits, or a job with us that provides that. And they're just so thankful for that opportunity. So one of the best, sort of more rewarding things that we do is being able to do that.
And I imagine that creates some stability for the families that are coming to us as well for help, that they have that relationship.
Right. And consistency is a huge dynamic when you're placing people in homes. And And by having that opportunity of having full-time staff, we can offer them more consistency. Other than just having a per diem employee that can float from agency to agency, this allows us to keep the staff as full-time employees and put them in consistency with clients, which allows them again to develop a strong relationship and bond with them.
And one of the other unique things about our program is that we started it 4 years ago, and we have some of the very same staff that started the program with us that are now some of the benefited employees, which is a benefit to our clients because, like Jennifer said, that's how they're able to develop that bond, is because we have clients that had started with us 4 years ago and are still with us. So they've been able to keep their same caregivers, which is very unique.
Right. So it also seems this is a unique model for nonprofits by creating a social enterprise that's part of a nonprofit, but we're charging market rates, we're able to pay living wages, and we're able to make money to build the program up and hire more people, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all the money that we make goes right back into the program in order to allow us to provide more full-time positions with benefits.
Yeah.
That's a great model, and it seems like the next step is, as you mentioned, the potential of doing a home health aid, which then gives people even a greater skill and greater opportunity for growth, and can help the families even more.
Absolutely. I mean, with the idea of us having being able to train them up until an RN is also to be able to give them more opportunities while they're with us. So once we go into a home health model, we'll also be able to promote our staff from within that have received higher training, and thereby being able to help with our overall mission.
So, to me, this is a win, win, win,
It
win.
is.
So you've got the client who was unemployed, without a skill, getting a job
Yep.
At a living wage. You've got the client who is homebound, needing someone to care for them. You've got the caregiver who needs someone to help out, and you've got Catholic Charities that's able to make money off of this to help more people get out of poverty.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is really an awesome program. Catholic Charities, Daybreak, in-home care, a social enterprise provided by Catholic Charities, provided by people you trust, caring for people you love. We'll be right back in a little bit to talk a little bit more about Catholic Charities' Daybreak adult daycare program. But before we sign off on this part of the program, I want to thank Tatiana and Jennifer for your tremendous work with
you.
Daybreak Cares at Catholic Charities. Thank you for changing lives for good.
By 2020, there will be an elderly population of 2,007,500 in Santa Clara County. 21.3% will be between 60 and 74 years of age. 6.5% will be 75 years old and older. In California, the elderly population is expected to grow more than twice as fast as the total population. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death and are the most common cause of hospital admissions from trauma. 15,800 seniors 65 years or older die from injuries related to unintentional falls. 1.8 million seniors 65 years or older were treated in emergency departments for non-fatal injuries from falls. More than 433,000 of these patients were hospitalized due to related injuries. More than 65 million people, 29% of the U.S. population, provide care for a chronically ill, disabled, or aged family member or friend during any given year and spend an average 20 hours per week providing care for their loved one. The typical family caregiver is a 49-year-old woman caring for her widowed 69-year-old mother who does not live with her. She is married and employed and probably has children or grandchildren of her own. Stress of family caregiving for persons with dementia has been shown to impact a person's immune system for up to 3 years after their caregiving ends, thus increasing their chances of developing a chronic illness themselves. American businesses can lose as much as $34 billion each year due to an employee's need to care for loved ones 50 years of age and older. Caregivers caring for elderly loved ones cost employers 8% more in healthcare costs, estimated to be worth $13.4 billion per year. Like most families, you want to help your loved one stay at home, surrounded by family, friends, and neighbors for as long as possible. Our non-medical caregiving services helps disabled adults and seniors with all the tasks of daily living up to 24 hours a day. And now here's a list of services provided by Daybreak Cares. Catholic Charities hires only skilled home care providers who are certified nursing assistants and/or have completed a geriatric home care aide course with at least 2 years of home care experience. We also conduct regular quality assurance visits by an RN to assure the best customer service, safety, and support.
Catholic Charities works to end poverty by helping families and individuals get the tools they need to become more self-reliant. It offers a hand up rather than a handout through a wide range of services and serves more than 41,000 people each year of all cultures and beliefs.
Hello and welcome back to Change Lives for Good. I'm your host, Greg Kepferle, CEO of Catholic Charities of Santa Clara County. And we're talking about Daybreak Cares today. And this part of the segment, we're talking about our adult daycare program. And with me today are Milton Cadena.
Hi, Greg.
Milton is the Milton is the program supervisor, director of adult daycare. And Nancy Tamburello is a program supervisor for our Daybreak Care at St. Francis, right? So welcome both of you. So tell me about the adult daycare part of Daybreak Cares.
Well, adult daybreak, we provide adult day care for dependent older seniors who need care during the day and whose caregivers need a respite so they can go on with their lives and deal with their business, resting assured that their loved ones are being taken care of in a safe place, in a safe environment, and in a place where they can give a healthy lifestyle.
Right. So the clients that come to us for help, what's their situation usually?
We have clients that range from just physical disabilities to cognitive impairments all the way to Alzheimer's disease. So we've a varying range that we deal with. We deal with all of that.
So we're dealing not just with the issues of the client coming to the center, but also for their caregiver, right?
Exactly. We do have a twofold program, and when I introduce the program to people who are not familiar with it, I always say it is a twofold program. We are here for our clients who are the ones in need, but actually on some level we're here more for the caregiver and the family member, because we provide a very active program for the clients from the time they come, the whole 5 hours. We keep them active and doing things they don't even think they can do. But that's only a 5-hour respite for the person at home dealing with it for another 19 hours. So we are attuned to what their needs are, and when I see them daily, when they drop them off and when they come back to pick them up, I'm constantly asking, what have you done for you today? Because we are concerned with their welfare and that their needs are met, especially if they're in the sandwich generation where they're not only taking care of this parent, they may be caring for their own kids still.
Right, and we're not just providing these services at St. Francis, we also have...
Yeah, we have two sites. We have one in Sunnyvale and one in San Jose and at the San Francisco area.
Uh-huh. And so with these programs, you mentioned that there's a whole variety of services provided for 5 hours a day, and that's 5 days a week, right?
5 hours a day, 5 days a week, and we run a very, very active program, which everybody is welcome to come and check out. And you might be surprised at what people might consider limited capabilities can do throughout the days. We have 2 days where we have a live big band come in, where because I have enough trained volunteers as well as staff, We have them come in and they're dancing almost every dance and singing for us. We have one client who does the hula and teaches the rest of the clients how to hula. And we do physical activities every day. We have physical exercise every single day, sit and be fit. So they're getting a good workout, which incorporates some Tai Chi. And then we actually also have them baking. The clients are baking all day long, and they're making fresh baked cookies. They're making cakes, they're making all kinds of things. Even the men, I might add, even the older senior men are in there with their hands mixing the things, and we have a male baker who teaches all of us and helps with this, and he's got the grams there, and he's got the guys measuring, and they're making sure that's got 4 grams, we need 5. So they're kept very, very active for the time they're with us.
Oh, that's terrific. And now, so it's wonderful that you're able to help the people who are coming to us for need. What do you do for the caregivers, besides giving them a break? Right.
Besides the 5-hour respite, again, when I see them daily, I am constantly asking them, what are you going to do for you today to make sure they are taking care of themselves, and kind of continually asking them where they at and what can we do to help you, because again, we're actually on some level more concerned with their welfare to make sure their needs are met. We also do run a once a month caregiving support group where they can all come. It's the second Monday of every month from 3:30 to 5, and I run those groups and give helpful advice or let them vent or wherever they are to share, and they hear from others who are in the same condition how they're dealing with it and ways to meet those needs. And then every other month we are associated with the Alzheimer's Association. Every other month I do have a professional Alzheimer's person coming, doctors, registered dietitians who come and address those special needs that are being requested.
Right. So the program is run by Catholic Charities, but do you have to be Catholic to be part of the program?
No, absolutely no. Actually, part of our mission, Catholic Charities, is to serve people of all cultures and beliefs. We're open to all the community, especially those living in poverty.
So with that, it's open to anybody in need. But is it anybody for free, or do you charge?
There is a fee involved, but it's dependent on their actual income, and we base it on that, and we meet them where they are to help them meet that financial need so that it's a doable situation for everyone. And they can choose 2 days to 5 days a week, depending on what their specific needs are. And actually at this point we have a couple that are now increasing. They were coming 2 days a week, but they see we have a band on another day and they're adding another day to the week. And we're starting to increase having more veterans too, because the Veterans Association will also provide help, financial help.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that's very, very good. So the other thing that you mentioned is it's not just for individuals with Alzheimer's or dementia, it's also for individuals with physical disabilities.
Yes, we have all types of clients. Yes, many of them do have the cognitive and dementias, but we have several just have physical limitations. And actually we have a couple with sort of, might say, no issues, except that one is our oldest client that we just got is 97 years old, and I can tell you she's as sharp as a tack and can tell you stories clear as a bell, and she's dancing and she's sharing stories with the others. So I mean, it's all levels, and once they're together with their peers, something magical just happens in our room.
Right. So, but you also have volunteers helping you as well, right?
And yes, we're blessed to have, we have staff, both paid and volunteers, that are trained on so many different levels. We actually exceed the licensing requirements that are required for adult daycare. We have people that are licensed RCFE administrators, which run the same guidelines. We have a certified nurse's aide that is a staff member. Our volunteers are trained on so many different levels. Actually, I think among all of our staff and volunteers, we speak about 7 to 8 different languages to meet the needs of our clients. And actually, the ironic part of that is we have one client that speaks Italian, nothing but Italian, one that speaks nothing but Spanish, but you will come in the room and the two of them are speaking their own languages and laughing and talking. So
yeah, the human spirit has a way of communicating. Yes. So that brings me to, so why is it that Catholic Charities is providing this program?
Well, the main reason is because it's needed. The need in the community is present. It's not news. The statistics are out there. It's alarming that the demographics are expanding within the senior adult group. We actually are living through an unprecedented time in which people over 65 for first time will be bigger in numbers than people under 30. And that's not just new in our county, it will be countrywide. So we will see within that population increasing numbers of seniors that will experience natural illness that are chronic, like dementia or the first stages of Alzheimer's. And we see that that population is increasing, so we have to provide a service for that. The demand is out there for that.
And I might add too that the trend in recent decades has been, that a senior with problems would just sell their home and move into, say, an RCFE community, which is an assisted living or dementia care community 24/7. But the changing needs of people, more and more seniors want to stay at home for as long as possible, because one of the other things that happens in those environments is those communities, the costs have been increasing. You can expect, if you're moving into one of those communities, to pay an average of $5,000 a month, and even selling your own home and you're living longer, those funds can decrease faster. So we provide a more affordable option for them that allows them to stay at home, be in the home environment that they were used to. Because I can tell you, with seniors in these declining years, while we can keep them active, one of the things you don't want with this clientele is major changes, and leaving your home environment will make a bigger change for them and create more problems.
So the power and the beauty of Catholic Charities adult daycare is it allows seniors to stay in their own home, to stay with their loved one, but still socialize, to have a community of care and an engagement. So this is an amazing program. Catholic Charities, Daybreak Cares, changing lives for good. So until next time, remember to reach out, speak up, and change lives for good.